Good morning everyone, it's PB at Kotaku. The time is 8 a.m. and we are at Ross to start another toy bargain hunting outing. Will we find cool things in addition to this BTS RM Funko Pop figure? Why not come along for the ride and find out? All you need to do is be yourself and try to have a good time. Before that, if you enjoy the content, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and sub to the channel. Patreon's down low. Why the hell are you looking at me like that? I swear, Turd Squirrel is just the worst villager ever. Why are you doing yoga poses then instantly snapping back? You know what? Have a nice smacking with the net. Everything you do is so disgusting, offensive, and gross. Like I said previously, we are starting this early morning at Ross, and right away I could see some new anime figures. But I guess I decided to show off the Funko Pop figures first. And that's enough of that. First anime figure to highlight is this Sword Art Online Alicization Blading Asuna, and check out that price tag. I could get used to $10 anime figures at discount stores. What about you? And right next to Asuna, we have a Bandai Spirits Mayano Top Gun from Uma Musume Pretty Derby. 10 bucks as well. Any enjoyers of this anime out there? Anyone even know the premise of this anime? No? Okay, moving on. We got ourselves another Demon Slayer figure, a second pickup type Aoi Kanzaki. 15 clams. Odd, I guess Demon Slayer is excluded from the $10 treatment. And now for something completely different. Here's God's... moving on. Oh cool, an MHA figure. That means it's gonna be 10 bucks. Told you so. Let's go ahead and put that back. I saw this one last week. Anyways, here's a whole bunch of anime figure goodness. Looks like we got Hammer Girl again for 15 bucks sadly. She's gonna be sticking around for a while. And I guess Ross decided to obliterate one shelf of the toy section. Lovely. I guess we're going to the other side. And of course, we've got the classic messy, disorganized, chaotic, jumbled up, cluttered heap that are the Ross shelves. Totally didn't need a thesaurus for that. So far, nothing to see except for this Techfluencers Dev Series set that's been opened, and the digital code has been stolen. It seems like the code is more valuable than the action figures themselves. Let's continue. I'm sure we could find something new and cool. There we go, we've got a ReZero anime figure. It's an Espresso EST Vampire Ram. Or at least, she's supposed to be dressed like a vampire. I mean, the vampire bat wings are a dead giveaway. I nearly missed showing the price, but she's only 10 bucks. I remembered at the last second. I am now standing next to the plushie section where my old friends the Santa Bros used to be. I wonder if I can make a new friend. Hey, I see someone interesting. That's a Highland cow. I love Highland cows. Hello there, sorry to bother you. How've things been going? Good, I hope. You got a name? Hi C? Well, it's nice to meet you, Hi C. I'm PB at Kotaku. What does Hi C stand for? Highland cow? Ah, we got a clever one. Well, I look forward to seeing you around. Have a great day, Hi C. Until next time. Back to the hunt. Let's see, there's another Asuna figure there, and we have more of those creepy baby dolls. Ugh. Oh, look at that! Ross put toys and other collectibles back on this end cap. I guess taking up a whole shelf in one area was more efficient than taking up a small section of a shelf and an end cap. I think it's been about a month already, but I am still amazed at the sheer amount of those Bleach Anime Heroes action figures, and if all those weren't Renji Abarai, at the very least, the majority were. Onto the back shelf. Ross restored this area to its full collectible glory after moving the gift bags down the aisle. Of course it's a mess and I'm not seeing much. Ah, Best Action TMNT action figure. Now that I think about it, I have not seen a Jenica action figure for a few weeks. They finally sold out. I wonder if they went on clearance and I missed out. Oh, and we've got this plug-in Star Wars Death Star projector for 10 bucks. The same cost as a My Hero Academia anime figure. Forget that. It totally looks like something that belongs at Five Below. I know these are all discount stores, but that thing just has Five Below vibes. I'm sure anyone who shops at Five Below gets what I mean. Let's head over to stop number 2, Burlington. The end cap changed up again. All of the bubble wands are gone, and it's just worthless and lame swimming goggles and snorkels. Moving on. Like I've said before, there's usually not much to see in this area. It's mostly the RC cars, the Nerf and Nerf competitor guns, and dinosaur toys. Well, there's a Hello Kitty wall clock and the time's wrong. It's definitely not 10:10. As I was saying, yeah, there's hardly ever anything in this part, but going through is really a necessary formality. The Winston Ghostbusters action figures are still around, and here's a Skibidi Toilet Mystery Collector figure, or in other words, blind box. I still don't know what Skibidi Toilet is or means. I'm sure it's just some Zoomer thing that I am too old to understand. I know I could check for a wiki, but that's a waste of time. How much is this thing anyways? 8 clams for a blind box figure at a discount store? Get the hell out of here. Oh, Burlington decided to restore an end cap as well, but they didn't exactly put anything exciting here. These TMNT action figures are old news. Let's see how the plushie section looks. It's the same for the most part, though there were some Squishmallows at the end, and I only saw this while editing, but I missed seeing that Cinnamoroll Summer Squishmallow there. It looks bigger than the 6.5-inch one from Five Below. Anyone interested in a Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir doll? $8 at Burlington versus $21 online. Go get them. There's even more outdoorsy summer-esque toys here. See all those toy bats? Maybe Burlington moved all those bubble blowers here. Even more dolls? Not for me. Could we film the other side of the aisle? What are we doing here, cameraman? Okay, thank you very much. Looks like the Legacy Evolution Transformers from the last outing are still here. In case you missed it, Burlington has some Legacy Evolution Leo Prime and Trash Can Master Transformers for $13. That's in addition to a whole bunch of Rise of the Beast and Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventure Transformers. Actually, I need to make a correction. It looks like all of the Transformers I've seen at Burlington over the past month are still here. We might get clearance prices on them. Eventually. Maybe in 6 months or so. Do any of you bother with brick toys that are not of the LEGO variety, or is it LEGO Master Race and everything else sucks? While LEGO is the undisputed GOAT for brick toys, I do happen to own some stuff by Mega and a few Hello Kitty brick toy sets from Five Below. None of that Zero crap though. We're in the food section now, and rather conveniently, one of my viewers asked after I filmed this if I could show off more snacks. So here we are. This jar of hard candies got my attention not because the candy looks good, but because that candy jar looks super useful and sturdy. This jar of hard candies goes for $8. A jar like this costs about $10 on Amazon, and that's for an empty one. This comes with candy. That's such an amazing deal. I'm losing money if I don't buy this. It's time to head out, and believe it or not, it's another rainy toy bargain hunting outing. That's 2 in a row, and speaking of 2 in a row, we're at stop number 3, Ross. These are some really organized shelves, but also, they're very sparse. Let's see what kind of Lightyear crap we have here today. Boring suit Buzz Lightyear no one wants, not even on clearance. We got Buzz Lightyear in his classic iconic suit, probably the only one worth getting for $5, but I would still rather pay less, like $2 at most. And the remaining figures are the same ones we just saw. I could see everything on the shelves clearly. No layers to pull back, no Byakugan needed to see if anything's hidden. At least I won't be spending so much time looking around. Here's something I haven't seen at Ross before. A $5 Funko Pop figure of Cyrax from House of the Dragon. Happy Special Otaku really likes dragons. I wonder if she'd like that one. I did buy Cyrax from DD's discounts a while ago, so I don't need to buy another. Damn. Check out how clean and empty those shelves are. Nothing else to see here, so we only have one more shelf off to the side to see. Then it's off to the checkout area. Organized, but nothing special. I think it's time to move to the checkout area. Yes, that's a good idea. Here we are, and it doesn't seem as impressive as last time. It feels like there's more Funko Pop figures, but maybe they're just spread out. What's this? My viewers were talking about this. An action figure of Aloy as she appears in Horizon Forbidden West. It's her Nora Huntress outfit, and she's 6 inches tall for 10 clams. You know, the style of packaging reminds me of the kind you see with run-of-the-mill deluxe or limited edition versions of AAA games. I feel like I could open this and find a game inside. Anything else to see? In fact, there is. Here's another version of an Evil Villains Tomoda Shigaraki for the usual $10. You can't go wrong with finding affordable MHA figures at Ross. I see another one from ReZero. Here's a Serenus Couture Rem figure by Bandai. I guess someone decided to be real shameless because the figure box is open. This was at the checkout area where there's typically the most eyes at, and someone still decided to open the box and look inside. I still don't understand that mindset. You shouldn't be opening up stuff that's properly sealed until after you buy it. If I ran a business, I wouldn't want people opening up my stock and then putting it back. Sorry, I went off on a tangent there. Let's get back to the figures. Here's a really eye-catching Grandista Stone Free from Mojo's Bizarre Adventure. This is quite an impressive specimen we have here, and she's $15. 10 would have been better, but since Jolene was also 15, that price was expected. We're done here, so let's move on to stop number 4, Ross. This time it's gonna be my usual route, and I'm sure the regulars know it by now. Feel free to type it up in the comments though, it's always interesting to read. I noticed these $18 Matchmaker Super Saiyan 2 Gohan figures have not been moving. Normally Dragon Ball anime figures like this sell fast, but I think people were turned off by the price. Oh my god, that Gundam figure is still here. I think I said it'll be here till the end of time. Let's see what's on the end cap. It's a whole bunch of random jumbled up stuff. I normally see these at Burlington, not Ross. $4 is certainly cheaper than the former. I'm not into Five Guys at Freddy's, so I'll put that back. Just give me a minute while I struggle. There we go. Anything else to see here? Well, there's another one. Tie-dye Bonnie. I know this one's at Burlington for sure. This one doesn't have the Walmart exclusive sticker though, and it looked identical. So that sticker was a bunch of bullshit then? Lovely. Those overpriced Jujutsu Kaisen Gachapon style figures keep coming back. Jedi Master Trinity is hanging around, as is the $3 Cali Spaniel Ghostbusters action figure. I never did get one, and I have no idea if she's still around. Oh well, not really a loss. Anyone mess with those penguin dolls? Didn't think so. I guess we're coming back to the main shelf to see if we missed anything. I'm seeing a lot of those Evil Villains white-haired Tomoto Shigaraki anime figures. It looks like we got lots and lots of cars again. What are we gonna do with all of them? Not buy them, of course. Is there really nothing else to see? Oh, there is. It seems rather uncommon lately to see He-Man and the Masters of the Universe action figures. Here we have Cosmic Terror Skeletor. I gotta say, he looks really cool, but when I was inspecting the figure, the quality just didn't seem there. It felt kinda cheap, and it seems like it also lacks durability. If you plan to have it as a display piece, it's probably fine, but I wouldn't mess with it a lot. As much as I like Skeletor, this is a pass for me. It was actually kind of a difficult pass too. I was doing one more run of the shelves to see if I missed anything, and I came across another Five Guys at Freddy's action figure. Freddy himself in tie-dye form. That's nearly a whole set. The only one I didn't see was Foxy tie-dye. Once again, I'm good, but I'm craving some Cajun fries for some odd reason. We got the Aloy action figure again. I passed up on this previously, and I ended up thinking it was a mistake. Not doing that again. I'm glad I got a second chance with that one. We're done here, so let's head over to the checkout area. As you can see, this spot is still stocked very well with anime figures. We got another Serenus Couture Rem figure, and fortunately, the box isn't ripped open. For the time being, at least. Up next, we got something new, which is also something I slightly spoiled earlier because I thought I saw this last time, but as soon as I got to this part of editing, I realized I found this Grandista Jolene Cujo figure during this outing. I'm not a JoJo enjoyer, but the figure looks cool. It's colorful, and I feel like fans of the series or character would like this. I see a familiar item again. It's a Bandai 112 scale plastic model kit of Boba Fett as he appeared in The Mandalorian. I last saw him at Ross over a month ago, and it's good to see he's still 60 dimes. As for everything else here, it's pretty much all of the same anime figures we saw last time. Gosh, that's cute. Hopefully, all of you Erica Amano fans snap these up for 10 clams. This next one is an anime, but we got a Spider-Man 2099 Funko Pop. By the time 2099 rolls around, me and most of my viewers will be dead, while my youngest viewers will be like in their 70s. Sorry, that was a little too off topic, wasn't it? Back to the outing. Our time's over for this Ross, so let's head over to stop number 5, DD's Discounts. Last time I found some really good stuff here, a full wave of Super Mario action figures by Jakks Pacific. Whenever I find good stuff one week, I expect balance to happen, meaning the next outing is a bust. It's not looking good. What the heck? Another 4-inch Jakks Pacific Super Mario action figure? This Koopa Troopa isn't even part of the same wave as the action figures I saw last time. It's a completely different wave. Are we gonna see all those shown like Boom Boom again? Now I'm looking around, and I notice all of the Super Mario action figures I saw last time are gone. It seems like people went nuts for that wave. Let's see if anything's happening over here. We got a blue off-brand Agumon there, with a massive underbite. Oh, Playmobil. I like How to Train Your Dragon, and while I'm not LEGO Master Race, I just can't get behind Playmobil. Not for me. What about the rest of you? Geez, this Bowser action figure is everywhere. Ross, Burlington, and now DD's Discounts. 17's too high. Burlington sells it for 15 clams. Get it there instead. Wait, what the hell is that? A Fortnite solo mode action figure 4-pack? Let me get a better look at this. I gotta make a correction. This is a Squad Mode Tomato Town Legends action figure 4-pack featuring Guaco, the Brat, Hot House, and Gut Bomb. Great names, and I guess you gotta love anthropomorphic food. I have so many Fortnite action figures that I need to open up and review. $10 total is great, which averages to $250 per figure. Well, that's more Fortnite action figures for the backlog. I see something Halo back there. Let me get this not a Nerf gun, and most definitely not a Mercedes Formula 1 car out of the way. What can this be? Oh, it's a banished ghost with an Elite Warlord action figure. I actually own this already. A little under a year ago, I found this packaged together with a Master Chief action figure and Mongoose vehicle in a single bundle. I think it cost like 13 or 14 bucks. Look at me dropping stuff again. 700 pennies. That's basically half the price. Considering the action figures are like 16 quarters alone, 6 50-cent coins for a ghost is great. Check out that multi-pack of 2.5-inch Super Mario action figures back there. Why don't we bring it out to the forefront? Whoop, another drop? Just kidding. Wait a minute. $3? That's what DD's Discounts normally charges for a single Mario figure of this size. Did they screw up here? I know I've seen that Dry Bones for $3 at DD's before. I don't know what's going on, but this is too good to pass up. That's 6 dimes per figure. So what exactly are we waiting for? Play the jingle. I did not expect more things to be happening at DD's Discounts for 2 outings in a row. My luck is definitely going to balance out soon, and that means more strikeouts. If I'm finding even more good stuff at this DD's Discounts right now, I might as well scour the shelves for some more stuff, right? It's gonna be a little difficult with my hands full. This could be easier if I had a shopping cart, but it doesn't really make sense to start off with one because more often than not, I don't buy enough stuff to justify using it. There's no hand baskets here, and I'm pretty sure they don't allow people to put stuff in their own tote bags. That just makes it too easy to steal. By the way, I had to put my purchases down to do this. I place my stuff on the shelf, but I have to admit, that's very risky to do. If someone's bold enough, they could swoop right in and take the loot while I'm distracted. Maybe place the items on the floor, slightly in front of you, and between your feet. What were we doing again? Oh right, doing one more sweep of the shelves. Yeah. There was even more good stuff we didn't see before, huh? I already have plenty of stuff to carry, so I'll pass up on all that good stuff we just saw. We'll wrap it up here and move on to stop number, 6. Stop number 6. Ross. The shelves are not looking as packed as usual. I wonder how it's gonna go here. And speaking of wonder, we're starting off with this Wonder Woman action figure by Spin Master, and of course there's no price tag. I've seen them before at Ross, and I believe they were $3 or $4 each. Geez, we've been seeing a lot of those Serena's Couture Rem anime figures, and they're quite close to the girls' toy section this time. Maybe an employee assumed they're dolls or something? Well, that's what it looks like to me, at least. So far, we're mostly seeing the same stuff we've already encountered earlier today. Not that it's really a problem. That is a lot of stone-free figures, and that is a lot of Boba Fett model kits. If you missed out before, Ross got them back. I started seeing these Saint Seiya Funko Pop figures at discount stores, mainly Marshall's, back during the 2024 holiday season, and they've been slowly making their way to Ross. I showed off one of these BTS RM Funko Pop figures at the start of the video, and well, we did find a lot more than just this one. How about some more anime figures? Oh my heavens. This Uma Musume Rice Shower figure is so adorable. I really like anime characters whose faces are partially obscured. Why didn't I buy her though? I'm gonna end up regretting that one. Oh well, let's march along. It looks like it's time to start peeling back some of the front layers. Nothing there. Let's try somewhere else. I just caught a quick glimpse of it, but that same Holocom Ahsoka Star Wars action figure I made fun of previously for not having a proper clearance price is still here. The last time I was at this location, there was practically nothing hanging on the pegs. Well, it's a little less empty this time. We got some small Izuku Midoriya Funko Pop keychains. $3? How about a single clam? When will those Dragon Ball Super Dragon Stars action figures not be a constant presence at discount stores? Probably never. The Sonic Prime action figure bundles are back. For the most part, they look rather crappy, with the exception of Amy Rose. I'm actually surprised there's still toys in this area. When I was here last time, it seemed like the store was dead set on clearing out this part of the toy section. I might be speaking too soon though. Who knows what it'll look like the next time I'm here. There's a crowd building up around me, so I need to try to move around them to look at more stuff. Another Ghostbusters Jerry Springer action figure. Been seeing a lot of her lately. Still passed up. And here's a slew of My Hero Academia anime figures. Actually, not just My Hero Academia, it's pretty much all of the anime figures we've seen previously. Kaguya-sama Love is War, Chainsaw Man, Uma Musume, Demon Slayer, you name it. By the way, I totally didn't realize it, but this Hawks anime figure is different from the one I showed off previously. This one is Amazing Heroes Volume 19, while the other is Amazing Heroes Volume 24. They're not just variants, the poses are completely different as well. That was quite a few anime figures. It's not just a few Ross stores that are stocked up, a lot of them are. I didn't see anything I wanted to buy, but maybe one more look through the shelves might be a good idea. And you know what? It actually was. I found this loose Bond Forger minifigure on clearance for 49 cents. At first, I didn't know where it came from, but it's part of those Total Anime Blind Box 3-packs. I believe Ross is selling them for 10 bucks each, which is an average of $3.33 per figure. So 49 cents, I walk away with another big win. Our time has come to an end for this Ross. It's still raining out there, not heavy, but it's still raining. I'm more of a rainy weather person than sunny. It's too hot when it's sunny. Anyways, onward to stop number 7, Ross. When was I last at this one? I honestly don't remember. Everything becomes a blur at some point. So where do these Stumble Guys action figure sets keep coming from? I wish I'd see a lot more sets of the smallest ones with blind boxes. I'd still like to find the Golden Banana minifigure on the cheap. And of course, our favorite, the Best Action TMNT action figures. I lost count as to how long each of them have been at Ross. And you know what? The Anime Heroes Renji Abarai action figures are not that far behind. This location is one of my usual bust Ross stores, but I did manage to find something interesting. Another set of Funko Bitty Pop figures. It's a Friends Thanksgiving set. One random pop, college age Rachel, Chandler, and Ross. So I finally found Ross at Ross. Talk about Inception, and wow, the bottom of that box was completely trashed. What's next? Oh, Chicken Jockey. I'm surprised the Minecraft movie stuff is already at Ross. The movie barely came out like a month and a half ago. And here's the Total Anime Spy Family Blind Box 3-pack. I said this before, but this is where that loose Bond Forger I found at the last Ross came from. I mean, it's packaged in these sets. It didn't come from this actual set I'm holding in my hand. I didn't open this one, take the Bond Forger figure, bring it to another store, leave it there, wait for a discount, and then buy it. Why would you accuse me of doing something that convoluted and complicated? I didn't even have a chance to explain. Huh? What? You didn't even say anything? Oh, well, forget everything I just said. Dragon Stars action figures. You all like those, right? They did Future Trunks dirty in Dragon Ball Super. Guy just can't have a happy ending. And wow, more anime figures. It's anime figure galore here as well. Everything being shown here is stuff we've already seen earlier today. However, it's another reminder that tons of Ross stores are packed with stuff. Well, at least my Ross stores are. Your mileage may vary, but I really hope your local Ross stores are just as good or even better than mine. It's been a while, but things were really happening at this Ross. If I already didn't buy the Horizon Forbidden West Aloy action figure, I would have bought it here. It's time to move on to stop number 8 now? Goodwill. Every visit so far has been a massive failure, but sometimes I see unique or interesting things even though I don't want to buy them. A wooden cabinet like this would be perfect to display my collectibles, mainly my scale figures. I need to use some risers to occupy that vertical space though. Most of those superhero canvas prints are gone, only the Avengers one is left. That was most definitely from a discount store. Let's see what kind of other crap is here today. And for the usual $6, I think that Jeep's gonna stick around for a minute. I have no idea what that bear plush is, but it's $6 as well. I don't even know if that will move when the color tag is on sale. I'm guessing the Squishmallow is gonna be 60 dimes as well. Yep, tag or no tag, clean or dirty, Squishmallows seems like they'll always be 600 pennies here. Nothing else here, or there, or there, or there. I see something familiar. That Marvel Mech Strike Monster Hunters Iron Man action figure, which is basically a Hulkbuster, for 10 bucks. Something tells me it's still gonna move since it's cheaper than online pricing. Up next we have this rather eye-catching dollhouse. I enjoyed playing with these when I was a kid. Not because I played house or with actual dolls. I didn't have any dolls, nor did I have a dollhouse. I had a neighbor with them though. I would play with the dollhouse furniture and act like I was a poltergeist messing up everything inside the dollhouse. $20? I have no idea if that's a good deal. There could be hidden insects living in this dollhouse and I am not bringing home any roaches. Oh, this must be the former owner. I wonder how this Julia is doing now. Did she give up her enjoyment of dolls to pursue a soul-crushing 9-to-5 career? The questions that keep you up at night. Who made this anyways? Kidcraft, live, learn, and play. I wonder if that 800 number still works. I'm not curious enough to try though. Well, I think we're done here. Time to move on. Last find for this Goodwill, a model sailing ship. I could tell this thing wasn't cleaned very often. That layer of dust on the deck is visible from a mile away. Other than that, the thing appears to be in decent condition. Doesn't seem to be any broken strings, and both the mast and sails appear to be intact. Any enjoyers of model ships here? Make your presence known in the comments. 10 clams? Not a good price for me, but maybe it's a good price for someone else. Hold on, what was that just now? You all saw it too, right? A freaking Ross sticker. Now that's funny. I wonder how old this thing is. Let's get the heck out of here and move on to stop number 9, DD's Discounts. After coming across the amazing find that was the new Eternia Evelyn action figure last time, I'm not expecting anything amazing this time. And just with an initial look, it seems like that's going to be the case. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions though. Actually, maybe not. The main shelf looks like it contains only the usual DD's Discounts generic off-brand slop. Maybe the end cap has something good. Not seeing anything so far. Oh, hold up, check out who it is again. It's Ice Mario. The action figures from the same wave as this all sold out at the previous DD's Discounts, so I'm surprised to see this here. Pretty cool. By any chance, is new Eternia Evelyn still here? Nope, didn't think so. Let's head over to the checkout area. Maybe there's some more stuff there. It turns out there is. These Hello Kitty and Friends minifigure 2-packs have pretty much been a mainstay at DD's Discounts for several months. And check that out, we got some more 4-inch Super Mario action figures by Jakks Pacific. We got good old Spike and Red Yoshi. $6 is a great deal. Get them while you can. I haven't paid attention to Funko Pop figures at DD's Discounts lately, but here's a Samurai Jack Mad Jack for 4 clams. Pretty good price if you ask me. They're also loading up on the $10 MHA anime figures. Got plenty of Gumfat and Lemillion figures. This king of artists, The Shanks, doesn't fall under that price though. Nor does this Grand Line series Kikanojo. $15 for her, and I think Shanks was $17. By the way, I didn't buy Shanks. I put him down off camera, so no jingle. Here's some generic brick toys. Once LEGO released botanical sets, everyone played follow the leader. $2 for 77 pieces seems good, but what happened here? 119 pieces at $5? They're from the same line of product, but one is more than double the price? Don't worry, I'm gonna rectify this later. Trust. Welcome to stop number 10, another Ross. It's been a while since I've done double-digit stops for a single toy bargain hunting outing. Check out all those anime figures. And Funko Pop figures. That stuff at the bottom has been gathering dust for several months. This Ross just needs to blow them out for 49 cents each. There's something different, an Evil Villains DX Himiko Toga. I think this is the first time I've seen this figure anywhere, not just discount stores. She goes for 1,000 pennies, just like the other MHA anime figures. Good stuff. See, I'm totally not pulling your leg. It's a great selection of anime figures at this Ross as well. Let's see if they got anything else. Oh lovely, more Dragon Ball Super Dragon Stars action figures. We'll never get tired of seeing those, right? I still can't believe they're 15 clams. Lower the damn price on those things. Oh, there's more Saint Seiya Funko Pop figures. Did I ever bother taking a closer look at these before? If not, I'm doing it now. It's very gold, but not solid gold. I think this is the only Ross that still has this king of artists, the Kozuki Oden, and it's still $17. Screw that. Let's advance further down the toy section. Here's a Demon Slayer Daki anime figure. Demon Slayer figures are currently $17 at Ross, kind of the middle ground between the $10 MHA figures and the $17 to $18 Naruto and Dragon Ball figures. And once again, we see the Cosmic Terror Skeletor action figure. I passed up on this earlier today, and it's happening again. Wow, that's a lot of MHA anime figures, Hawks in particular, and a lot of Naruto Shippuden anime figures too. Unfortunately, that's a little too much of Worst Girl Sakura Haruno. Anything else to see? Why yes, there is. Here's a Transformers Earthspark Soundwave. I much prefer the version that transforms into a boombox, not this B2 bomber looking thing. Not sure about the $5 price tag as well. Earthspark Soundwave looks kinda cheap and underwhelming for me. Maybe if it was like 3 clams I'd bite, but otherwise, I'm gonna pass and leave it for someone else. Oh my god, I just realized, we're 30 minutes into this outing and I never bothered to see how all of you are doing. I am so sorry about that. I know it's been a long ride, and if you're still here, thank you. Even if you dropped off a while ago, thank you for coming along. Although since you dropped off before I'm saying this, you're not hearing it, so it's kind of a moot point for me to say it. You know, like a cow's opinion, it just doesn't matter. For those of you still around, hit me with a like and sub if you're enjoying the content. We still got a little more to go. It really is a great time to be an anime figure enjoyer who shops at discount stores. I know I recorded this 2 weeks ago, but I could tell you right now that my discount stores still have a superb selection of anime figures. They won't stick around forever though. Not only are the $10 anime figures moving, but even the more expensive ones like Grandista Itachi and Jolene Kujo are selling. Take advantage of these deals and grab some anime figures you like. It's been quite a marathon, but we are winding down. On to stop number 11, DD's Discounts. I already lost track of which one this is, and here's a DC Comics graphic novel collection of Convergence, whatever that is. $6 seems good. These are comic books and I never paid enough attention to the book section at DD's Discounts, nor Ross. I think I'm gonna have to start doing that from now on. I'm not really into DC Comics with the exception of Batman, so I'll pass on that. Let's see if there's any notable collectibles to check out. Not seeing much on the shelf with the first glance, but there's stuff on the end cap. We got a basic ass Luigi with the super mushroom. This looks just like the Luigi action figure that's for sale at Universal Studios Hollywood. The same one that's like over $20. I'll need to do more research on it. That's actually it for the end cap, but we didn't check out the entire shelf, so we'll give it one more run. Oh man, I have not seen that Pokemon figure in a while. Maybe just before the 2024 holiday season. It's a $15 Epic Battle figure Venusaur. We can't get a really good look at it from this angle, so let me change it up. What do you think of this for 15 clams? Yay or nay? Place your bets in the comments. There wasn't much else to see at this DD's Discounts, so we're going to finish with another DD's Discounts. This is the last stop of the day. I know, it's going on a lot longer than usual, but it is what it is. It was around 11 AM by the time I got to this location. Wow, what happened there? Cinema Roll and Puddin are holding on for dear life. I believe I have this already, so let's find some more stuff. That was not a Sabine Wren TIE Fighter, so no easy $100 find for $5. Moving on to the shelves, we have an Emperor Montimus, or Mr. Burns Funko Pop figure. I've been out of the loop with Simpsons since the movie released, so I have zero clue where that's from. Let's keep going. Oh wow, another one of those Super Mario 5 packs for $3. That won't last much longer. And anime figures usually aren't back here, but we have a solid Edgeworks base Vegeta. Before we finish, I wanted to highlight one last thing. At a previous DD's Discounts, there was a seemingly overpriced brick toy set that was $5 when others were 2 clams. I thought that was a mistake, and it turns out, I was right. It should have been $2. That DD's Discounts fucked up. I said I'd rectify that confusion, and I held up my end of the bargain. Well, it turns out I'm highlighting one more thing. DD's Discounts also has the Fortnite Midnight Messy action figures that are bundled with the supply crate. $3 is a standard price for a solo mode action figure at Ross and DD's Discounts, so the supply crate is effectively free. Okay, now we're done. Let's finally move on to the haul. For this outing, my finds might seem like they're on the smaller end, but there's a lot of collectibles per item bought, and the savings were pretty damn good. So if you ask me, it was quite a big haul. And that does it for another toy bargain hunting outing. This is my longest one yet at around 34 minutes. If you made it this far, type boo in the comments. I know your time is really important and valuable, so thank you for spending it with me. If you happen to have some more spare time, please check out some of my other videos. I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you later. Take care.